Once again, very good evening to all of you. Just quickly tell me in last class till which point we have completed, right? We were seeing tan M03 pair of linear equations. We have completed tan M 3.2 and we were seeing tan M 3.3. In earlier classes, I have shown you substitution method and in the last class, I have shown you elimination method, isn't it? And in elimination method, we have completed till in class exercise question number 7. That was your uh, total amount of quantity of solution and percentage of acid, right? So any question regarding tan M 3.3? Okay, so tan M 3.3, any doubt in class exercise and homework? Right, in the end today from 6:15 to 6:30 or 6:25 we will discuss about your homework, and then email notification will be sent to uh, your parents about your homework, right? जितने स्टूडेंट्स ने होमवर्क नहीं किया है उनके पेरेंट्स को मेल जाएगा, सो वेरीफाई कर लेंगे। तो 6:15 to 6:25 एवरीवन बी केयरफुल, ओके। वो टाइम पे जो नाम बोलूंगा उधर अच्छे से ध्यान देना एंड लेट मी नो, ओके। सो यू आर हैविंग डाउट इन होमवर्क 4, 7, 8, ओके। यू हैवंट ट्राइड अगेन? एक बार मैंने आपको बताया उसके बाद वापस आपने ट्राई नहीं किया? ओके, नो नो प्रॉब्लम, लेट अस सी अबाउट इट। So it is time number 3. Okay, and homework 6, 8 as well. Okay, doubt in Abhiram, what are you typing? Doubt in Hindi question 8, 7. Where is this Hindi? ये हिंदी कहाँ से आया अभिराम? So homework, you are having doubt in homework 4, 7, 8, 6. Okay, 3, 4, 6, 3, 4. Then okay, 6, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. I already done 6. Okay, so let us start. So first we are having doubt in homework question number 3. So let us see question number 3 first. So homework exercise question number 3. So in this question number 3, they are asking you A and B each have certain number of oranges. A says to B, if you give me 10 of your oranges, I will have twice the number of oranges left with you. B replies, if you give me 10 of your oranges, I will have same number of oranges as left with you. Find the number of oranges with A and B respectively. Okay, so in question number 3, what we will assume first? We have to find that how many number of oranges are with A and how many oranges are with B. Okay, so first we will assume that let A have or A has X number of oranges and B has Y oranges. Now according to question, okay, so if I write the condition according to question, now what A tells to B, what A says to B is, if you give me 10 of your oranges, see, A B को ये बोल रहे हैं, if you give me 10 of your oranges. So now A is having X oranges and B is having Y oranges. Now if B gives his 10 oranges to A, how many oranges will be left with B? Y minus 10. Okay. And how many oranges will be left with A? X plus 10. Or how many oranges will A have then, or A has then? X plus 10, right? So if B is having, or B is giving 10 oranges to A, then B will have, or B will have Y minus 10 oranges and A will have X plus 10 oranges. So I will have twice the number of oranges left with you. So according to the condition, this X plus 10 is 2 times of Y minus 10, right? According to statement of A. So if I simplify over here, I will get X plus 10 is equal to 2Y minus 20. So if 2y will come to this side, x minus 2y will be equal to minus 20 minus 10, that is minus 30. So this will be my equation number 1. Okay. So now let us see about second statement. Now B replies, what B is telling to A is, if you give me 10 of your oranges, so now B is having Y and A is having X oranges earlier. Now A is giving 10 oranges to B. So A will have X minus 10 and B will have Y plus 10. Then I will have same number of oranges as left with you. That means Y plus 10 is equal to X minus 10. So therefore, if Y will go to that side, it will become X minus Y, and minus 10 or minus 10 will come this side plus 10, 10 plus 10 will be 20. So X minus Y is equal to 20. This is my equation number 2. Right. Now if you got both the equations, then you can solve them. Right. Anyone is having any doubt till here? Or let me show you this with more detail. So let us do more steps so that you can avoid your confusion. Now, so here, suppose y us taraf ja raha, so it will be x minus y, minus 10 will come this side, so it is 10 plus 10. I'm writing x minus y in LHS, and 10 plus 10 is 20, I'm writing it on RHS. So it is 2. So these both two equations are clear. Now tell me with which method we are going to solve this. We are having two methods, method of substitution and method of elimination. Now here they have not specified that which method to follow. That means we can follow any method, isn't it? So just let me know which method we are going to follow. Okay, we can do with this any method. Okay, elimination. Everyone is suggesting elimination. So for elimination, my step 1 is target any one variable, right? So here we can target x also, because x के लिए किसी को multiply करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. But we will follow our standard procedure that we are going to target y only. So here y's coefficient is 1 and here y's coefficient is 2. So I'll multiply equation 2 with 2. I'll multiply equation 1 with nothing, right? Because no need. If you are multiplying it 1 or you are keeping it as it is, both are same only. So and both terms are having same sign. So if signs are same, then I will subtract. So equation 1 minus 2 times equation 2. Equation 1 minus 2 times equation 2 will give you. So x minus 2y is equal to minus 30. अब 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो 2x minus 2y is equal to 40. Right. Now I have to subtract. So if I'll subtract, this will be minus, this will be plus, and this will be minus. So minus 2y plus 2y will get cancelled out. Plus x minus 2x is minus 3x. No, my mistake. Plus x minus 2x is minus x is equal to minus 70. So if we'll simplify, you will get x is equal to 70. Right, because minus will be cancelled from both the sides. And if we'll put x is equal to 70 in any one of the equation, since equation number 2 is smaller over here, let us put in it. So x minus y equal to 20. So x is equal to 70. 70 minus y is 20. So y will be 70 minus 20, that is 50. So I got value of x and y. But if I put my answer, or if I write my answer in terms of x and y, my 1 mark is going to cut. So I have to write answer as A has x that is equal to 70 oranges and B has 50 oranges. So this will be my final answer. Is it clear, everyone? You understood this? Right, let me explain this one more time and then you can ask your doubts. So in this question, it is given that A is having certain number of oranges as well as B is having certain number of oranges. And A says to B that if you give me 10 oranges, I will have twice as oranges left with you. Then B replies, if you give me 10 oranges, I will have as many oranges as you are having, right? Or as left with you, particularly. The words are important over here. As left with you or as you are having earlier. So here, if you follow our condition, first we'll assume that A is having X oranges and B is having Y oranges. Then according to A statement, we can write X plus 10 equal to 2 times Y minus 10. We'll get one equation from that. Then according to B statement, we'll get Y plus 10 equal to X minus 10. We'll get second statement from there. And from both the statement, we can solve this. Okay. So shall we move to next question? So after question 3, you are having doubt in question 4. So in question 4, instead of numerical values, it is given to you in terms of constants. Right. Just don't afraid of it. It is easy only. Solve for x and y. Here ax plus by are a plus b by 2 and 3x plus 5y is 3 plus 5, sorry, it is 4. And if we'll check, it is same only. Right, it is a plus b by 2 only. That is 3 plus 5 is 8 and 8 by 2 is 4. Okay, chalo. Who will tell me how we can do this? Right, you can do this with, you are having two methods, isn't it? Either substitution, either elimination. You can follow any method. Just tell me which method will be comfortable to you. Right, that method we can follow over here. Substitution, obviously, right? Elimination से करोगे तो भी होगा, but it will be difficult for here. So and substitution method will be more easier or easier over here. Okay, so let us go for substitution method. So from any one of the equation, हम x या y किसी एक को सब्जेक्ट बनाएंगे और उसके वैल्यू को हम रखेंगे. Okay, we'll put its value. So let us see over here. So from second equation, my 5y will be 4 minus 3x and y will be 4 minus 3x by 5. Let us put this value or y in form of x in equation number 1. So my equation number 1 is ax plus by is equal to a plus b by 2. So therefore ax plus b, what is y? 4 minus 3x by 5 is equal to a plus b by 2. So let us simplify step by step. So it is ax plus b will be multiplied both the sides. So it is 4b by 5 minus 3bx by 5 is equal to a plus b by 2. Now all the variable terms on one side, all the constant terms on other side. Here x is variable, x is variable. So we'll keep both these terms on left hand side only, and here all values are constants. So it will go on right hand side. Okay. So after simplification, this is ax minus 3b by 5x. If I take x as common, it is a minus 3b by 5 into x is equal to a plus b by 2 minus 4b by 5. Right. So let us take LCM over here. So in left hand side, it is 5a minus 3b whole divided by 5. into x. In right hand side, phi a plus phi b minus 4 to the 8b whole divided by phi to the 10. So in left hand side now I am having phi a minus 3b by phi into x only. In right hand side plus phi b minus 8b, so it is minus 3b. So it is phi a minus 3b by 10. So phi a minus 3b will get cancelled out and phi to the 10. So my x will be 1 by 2. And if I put x is equal to 1 by 2 in this equation, that is y equal to 4 minus 3x by 5. So I will get 4 minus 3, x is half, divided by 5. So 4 to the 8 minus 3 whole divided by 5 into 2. 8 minus 3 is 5 by 5 into 2. 5 will get cancelled out. So I will also get y is equal to half. So my final answer is x is equal to half, comma y is equal to half. Okay, it is easy question, not a big deal. So I'm repeating it once again. Right, Suptika is telling that screen is struck, but I think it is visible, isn't it? Right. Now, in question 4, they are given ax plus by equal to a plus b by 2 and 3x plus 5y is equal to 4. Then we have to find value of x and y. So we can use either elimination method or substitution method. It depends on you. You can also do this with elimination method as well. So from second equation, if I make y as subject, I will get 4 minus 3x by 5. If I put this y's value in the first equation, that is ax plus by is equal to a plus b by 2. After simplification or doing simplification step by step, this whole question is depends on simplification only. So y is 4 minus 3x by 5. So if we'll multiply b, we'll get b 4b by 5 minus 3bx by 5. So we'll put all the variable terms on one side. I will take variable as common. So on left hand side, I will be left with a minus 3b by 5 into x. On right hand side, I will be having a plus b by 2 minus 4b by 5. After simplification on LHS, I will get phi a minus 3b whole by 5 into x. And in RHS, I will get phi a plus phi b minus 4 to the 8b divided by 5 to the 10. Now phi b minus 8b is minus 3b. So phi a minus 3b will get cancelled out from both the sides. So x will be equal to half. If we will put x is equal to half in the given equation, that is y equal to 4 minus 3x by 5. So after simplification, we will also get y is equal to half. So our final solution is x is equal to half, y equal to half. So quickly write in chat box, is it clear to you? Or else if you are having any doubt, type your doubt in chat box. Or if you want to speak, just tell me, I will unmute you and I will clarify your doubts. Then we can go for next question. After that, you are having doubt in question number 6, 7, and 8. Okay, then we'll start our new method. That is 10M 3.4. After that also we are having 10M 3.5. So no problem. We will keep exam of this chapter on next Sunday. Because this Sunday it will be not possible. Now in question number 6. Okay, Abhishek is telling to explain last step. Which step, Abhishek? X is equal to half or y equal to half? Which one? This. So here we have put value of x is equal to half in this condition, that is y equal to 4 minus 3x by 5. So this will be 4 minus 3 by 2 whole divided by 5. And after taking LCM, it will be 4 to the 8 minus 3 by 5 into 2. 8 minus 3 will be 5. 5 will get cancelled out. And finally, we'll get y equal to half. So is it clear? So let us see question number 6. What happened, Abhishek? Everything is fine. The taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for the distance covered. For a distance of 10 kilometers, the charge is rupees 105, and for a distance of 15 kilometers, the charge is rupees 155. What is the fixed charge and the charge per kilometer? How much does person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? Now understand this clearly. So there is one city in that city. Suppose you are traveling in city. Suppose that city is Bangalore, right? And if you are traveling in Uber, Ola, something. So suppose you are going from one place to another place, right? Either from A to B or C to D. Now this taxi is taking charges as it is having your taxi's total fare will be, it is having some fixed charge plus one variable charge. So if you are traveling from either A to B or C to D, for an example, let us take your fixed charge is 50 rupees. Okay. So आप A से B जाओगे या C से D जाओगे, 50 रुपीज तो आपको पहले पे करना ही है, right? Means if you are booking taxi, first 50 rupees will be your fixed charge, right? Now variable charge is per kilometer. That is how many kilometers you are traveling. Suppose here I am traveling 5 kilometers and taxi is taking 10 rupees per kilometer. And here I am traveling 10 kilometers. This is just an example. So here, how much fare I have to pay? My fixed charge is 50 since I have booked the taxi. My variable charge is here 10 rupees per kilometer, and I am traveling here 5 kilometers. So here my total charge will be 50 plus 50, that is 100 rupees. And here my total fare will be fixed charge is 50 plus variable charge is 10 rupees per kilometer, and I am traveling 10 kilometer over here. So 10 times 100, 100 plus 50, here my rupees are 150 rupees. So is it clear? क्या ये concept clear हुआ कि how this taxi is charging us, right? In this question, right? So I hope your concept is clear. अगर ये concept clear है तो फिर question clear हो जाएगा. So this is just an example to understand the concept. Okay. So now here, let us begin our question from here. So let's assume that here taxi is charging fixed charge and with variable charge. So let us uh, assume that fixed charge of taxi is X rupees. That taxi is charging X rupees as fixed charge. Right. And variable charge of taxi is Y rupees per kilometer. As you have seen over here, because variable charge depends on how many kilometers you are traveling. So it is y rupees per kilometer, and fixed charge is x rupees. So what will be the equation of your total fare? Right. So total fare any traveler have to pay will be fixed charge, that is x, plus variable charge y rupees per kilometer into distance in kilometer the traveler has traveled, right, or into distance traveled. So let us write equations according to given question. So according to question, for a distance of 10 kilometers, the charge is rupees 105. So the total charge is 105 when you are traveling distance of 10 kilometers. So x plus y into 10 is equal to 105. Or if we will write it in clear way, so x plus 10y is equal to 105. So this is my equation number 1. Another thing is, for a distance of 15 kilometer, charge is 155. So 155 is the charge, where fixed charge is as it is, and variable charge into distance covered will be 15. So this is x plus 15y is equal to 155. So let us solve these equations first. So which method we will follow? Tell me. Elimination method or substitution method? Which will be easier over here? Here we can see that coefficients of x are same. So obviously elimination method will be easier. So let us use elimination method and target x over here. So here already variables are same, already signs are same. So let us subtract both of them directly. So here equation 1 minus equation 2. So equation 1 minus equation 2 will give us x plus 10y is equal to 105, x plus 15y is equal to 155, minus minus minus. X minus x we will get 0, 10y minus 15y we will get minus 5y, 105 minus 155 we will get minus 50. So if minus 5y is equal to minus 50, then definitely 5y is equal to 50 and y is equal to 50 by 5, that is 10. And if we will put value of y in any one of the equations, since equation 1 is smaller one, let us put in equation 1 only. So equation 1 will give us x plus 10 times y, that is 10, is equal to 105. So x plus 100 is 105. So x is 105 minus 100. So x is 5 rupees. So x is 5 rupees and y is 10 rupees. This is your question number 6. Right. But what they are asking, how much does the person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? So for 25 kilometers, your fare will be x plus y into 25 is equal to, my x is 5 rupees over here and my y is 10 over here. So I'll put x as 5 and I'll put y as 10. Now 25 into 10 is 250. 250 plus 5 is 255. So my total fare will be 255 rupees. So my total fare is 255 rupees. For traveling a distance of 25 kilometers. So this is my final answer. Yes, Mohan, since here nothing has specified that which method to be used. we can use any method, right? Means either substitution, either method of elimination. Let me explain you this once again, then you can ask me your doubts. So in question number 6, they are telling that a taxi is charging or a taxi fare is consist of two charges. One charge is fixed charge and another is variable charge. It depends on how much distance you have traveled. So according to question, let us assume that our fixed charge is X rupees and variable charge is Y rupees per kilometer. So our total fare will be X plus Y into distance traveled. Now, according to question, our first condition is if you are traveling about 10 kilometers, then you have to pay 105 rupees. Your first equation is X plus 10Y is equal to 105. If you are traveling 15 kilometers, you have to pay 155 rupees. So X plus 15Y is equal to 155. So let us try to solve this both the equations. So equation 1 minus equation 2, if you'll do, you will get minus 5y equal to minus 50. So 5y equal to 50. So y equal to 10. And if you'll put y equal to 10 in any one of the equation, you will get value of x as 5 rupees. But they are not asking you what is fixed charge and variable charge. No, they are also asking. So what is fixed charge? So your first answer is that my fixed charge is 5 rupees and my variable charge is 10 rupees per kilometer. Here, unit of y is 10 rupees per kilometer, right? That is rupees per kilometer. And another question they are asking that how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance of 25 kilometers? So for 25 kilometers, it will be x plus y into 25. So 5 plus 10 into 25, that is 255 rupees. So is it clear? So it is 5 rupees, it is 10 rupees per kilometer, and it is 255 rupees. Just type in chat box if it is clear. If you are having any doubt, type your doubt. Okay. Oh, Abhishek is also having doubt in fifth question. Okay. So we'll see homework fifth question also. So fifth, six, seven, eight और सारे questions में doubt ही है. Okay. Then we'll begin our new method, and after that we'll discuss about your homework. I have to show you cross multiplication method and how non-linear equations can be reducible to linear equation in two variables. No problem. Let us see step by step. In question number 5, they are asking that 6 years hence, a man's age will be 3 times his son's age, and 3 years ago he was 9 times old as his son. Find their present ages. Huh. Advanced question also will do, but let us complete this 5, 6, 7, 8. And as per time, or maybe I can send you advanced question personally. Okay, just you have to. Okay, that we'll discuss, no problem. So question number 5. 6 years hence a man's age and his son's age. Now see here, whenever you are having this age type of question, just make a table like this, right? Here, how many persons they are giving you, just write as many persons in the first row sequence. Suppose here, they are comparing man with his son. Okay, right, and only 2 persons are there. And so this is my row, first row, and in first column, write like this. So here your first will be present, its earlier will be past, and after that it will be future. This is only for rough. Okay. So here 6 years hence a man's age will be 3 times as its son's age. So suppose a man's age is X present age and son's age is the son's present age is Y years. So in future, after how many years? After 6 years, man's age will be X plus 6. His son's age will be Y plus 6. And here they are telling that 6 years hence a man's age will be 3 times as his son's age. So X plus 6 will be 3 times of Y plus 6. So from here I will get one equation after simplification. Now 3 years ago, so X minus 3, Y minus 3. 3 years ago he was 9 times as old as his son. So from here I will get another equation that X minus 3 is 9 times Y minus 3. 3 years ago he was 9 times as old as his son. This is my equation 2. From this you have to find their present ages, that is X and Y. तो वो आप कर सकते हो आसानी से. क्या इसके बाद का अब हो जाएगा? Now you can find X and Y from homework. जिसको भी डाउट है अभिषेक, क्या ये हो जाएगा? So that we can move to question 7 and 8. Right? It is easy now. Just let me know. Okay. So let us start our new question then. Question number 7. In question number 7, they are telling that a railway half ticket costs half the full fare, but the reservation charges are the same. Okay.